I am talking about Mohbad. Before now, I would have said justice for Mohbad, but it is like we are never ever going to get justice for Mohbad. According to the coroner inquest, it has concluded its investigation. The only person who was indicted in this matter was the nurse who had treated Mohbad. Initially, we had high hopes that we were going to get justice for Mohbad, but as it seems right now, I have doubt that we are ever going to get justice for Mohbad. Mohbad has not been buried, but they have given the family a go-ahead to go and bury Mohbad. Now, the very dark black man has been going about interviewing some people who were with Mohbad before Mohbad got deleted. He interviewed Prime Boy, he interviewed Spending, he interviewed Sam Larry, and recently he interviewed the father of Mohbad. Now, for what purpose, to what end is VDM doing all this? Do you think VDM is going to get justice for Mohbad? Me personally, I don't think VDM is going to get any justice for Mohbad. Some people are saying that he is chasing cloud. I don't know whether he is chasing cloud or not, but one thing is for sure, that the very dark black man is not going to get any justice for Mohbad. He is saying because now he has more money, he has more people following him, he has more engagement, he has more supporters, so he is trying to see what he can do to get justice for Mohbad. But I don't think that very dark black man is going to get justice for Mohbad. The power that be will never allow him to get any justice for Mohbad. I think that the family should just go and bury Mohbad and put Mohbad to rest so that his spirit can rest. It is so sad that we lost a legend, a shining star. Now, Mohbad, his greatest undoing was going to Malian's house, getting involved with the Malians. I think after he joined the Malians, even though the fame came, the money came, I think that was where his problem began. He was so young, so naive. Even though he grew up in the ghettos, he was not streetwise at all. And the parents, the time he needed them most, they abandoned him. The mother even abandoned him a long time ago when he was still very young. Just like he said in his song, 10 years I no see mommy. It means for 10 good years, he never set his eyes on his mother. The mother literally abandoned him. Initially, the father was there, but at some point, the father also abandoned him, especially when he went to the higher institution. The father never monitored him, because if the father was monitoring him, the father would have known that this boy left school. He abandoned school because he said it, that he left school and then he went to pursue music. I'm not against him pursuing music, but I think it was at that point when he went to join the Malians, that was when his problems actually began. Fine, the fame came, the money came, but with it came the bullying by Sam Larry and Naira Marley, of which he even wrote a petition against Sam Larry, and the police never did anything until this boy eventually died. Even though he was bullied by Sam Larry, but we could see that Sam Larry wasn't there on the day that this boy eventually died. The people that were with him when he died, those were the ones that should have been held, but they never held any one of them. But Sam Larry was not in that house the day he was died. Those that were with him when he died, those were the people that should have been detained, but they never detained any one of them except Spending. And the reason why Spending was detained was because Spending was the person who gave out the nurse's number, the nurse that came to treat Mohbad at home, that eventually led to his spying. They also detained Prime Boy because according to them, they said Prime Boy had fought Mohbad, but from all investigation, we could see that Prime Boy never lifted his hand on Mohbad. Rather, it was even Mohbad who was punching him, and they said because of the fight, Mohbad broke the glass of the Prado and he sustained injury as a result of that. But we have seen that the tiny injury he sustained couldn't have caused his death. So whatever happened to him at home, those that were with him, they were the people that were supposed to have told us what actually happened to Mohbad. So what happened to Mohbad when they got home, nobody has been able to tell us up till today, including his wife and all those that were with him when they eventually got home. It is so sad that we lost this young boy, this shining star. I just want to admonish our parents, please be close to your children. Don't at any point in time abandon your children. Mohbad was abandoned by his mother. He was abandoned by his father. He was surrounded by so many people, but none of those people loved Mohbad. Everybody was with him for what they can benefit from him, not that they genuinely loved Mohbad. If they had genuinely loved Mohbad, even when Mohbad was saying that I don't want to go to the hospital, I want to be treated at home, they would have found a way to take Mohbad to the hospital. That was negligence on their part. I don't know when we are going to stop this calling of a nurse to come treat us at home. This happens a lot in Nigeria. When somebody is sick, they would rather call a nurse to come treat them at home. At home, you see nurses giving IV, giving injections and all that. And I always wonder, some of these nurses coming to people's houses to come treat people at home, are they qualified nurses? A qualified nurse will know that you don't just go to people's houses to begin to treat them. If you are treating them at home and there is emergency, how are you going to deal with it? You don't have vital sign machines to check for vital signs like BP, pulse, temperature, oxygen saturation, and you don't even have oxygen tank in case the person developed respiratory distress or shortness of breath. You go to people's houses to begin to treat them without having all these things in place. I think there should be a policy in place banning all these nurses. That is, if they are nurses in the first place, from going to people's houses to go treat them whenever they are sick. Please, if you are sick, go to the hospital where they have all this equipment that they can use in case it leads to an emergency. They shouldn't have called the nurse to come treat him at home. Moreover, the nurse was not a qualified nurse. I understand that he's an auxiliary nurse. You can imagine how they played with Mohbad's life. The wife should have insisted that Mohbad be taken to the hospital. But unfortunately, Mohbad is gone. And so, let us all learn from this. Parents, make sure you don't abandon your children at any point in time, even though there is divorce. I'm not saying that when marriage is not working, you should remain there and by yourself. Marriage is not a do or die affair. If it's not working, it is not working. Let us go our separate ways peacefully. But while doing that, do not forget your children. Make sure you follow up with your children. Monitor your children. These children didn't ask to be born. They are not the reason why you people are separated or divorced. Make sure you take care of them. Even though the parent who has custody of the children is trying to make it difficult for you to see the children, there is still a way around it. You can always see your children if you really want to see your children. Some will get married and forget that they have children somewhere. Shouldn't be so. Even if you are married, that shouldn't prevent you from being part of your children's life. I pray that Mohbad continue to rest in perfect peace. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.